Hello, this is Sora
Well met.
151, and welcome yet again to another Oblivion walkthrough. Don't ask about that dead body. I got attacked while I was waiting for morning. This side quest is called A Venerable Vintage. It's a rather long quest. First, you go into the Weye Inn, called the Wannet Inn. Approach the innkeeper and
So, what brings you here today? Did I interest you in a room or...
ask her about wine.
Yes, actually, I'm quite fond of... But one vintage continues to elude me.
Shadowbanish wine. If you continue to talk to her, she tells you
Keep looking for
that
that
this
wine.
wine is
Farewell.
very, very rare, and that it is placed all around. Like, she doesn't know where it is, but she wants you to get her 6 bottles, and you get 1,000 gold for completing this quest. So I'm going to show you where all of these the first location is at Fort Horus. It is around this area here on the other side of the lake. This is DLC, don't ask. So fast travel to the Bayron stables or walk, whichever you prefer. It's quite a long walk, but you will get some experience. So I prefer fast traveling. Once you reach this inn and stable area, open your map, make sure you're facing that area right there, and start walking straight forward. Once you reach the other side of the lake, you will eventually stumble upon Fort Horus right here. So continue on into Fort Horus. It is now marked on your map. Make your way to the very back room of the northeast side of this dungeon. Inside there are normally just conjurers, which are humans who summon demon imps and stuff like that. So make your way to the far back room of the northeast side of this dungeon area. Fighting your way through the conjurers. They aren't that hard. You can kill the conjurer and his spawned thing disappears. And make sure to get all the loot. The actual chest containing the wine is in a room that looks like this. Face the south side, you go, it's right behind this column. And there are 2 bottles right there. If you are getting over encumbered after this dungeon, head back to the Imperial City and sell stuff before moving on to the next area. The next fort, Fort Kamala, that you have to go to, is directly south of the city Coral. So I suggest you teleport to the North Country Stables or walk there, and then go a little to the east and then directly south. Eventually, after a short walk from the Coral South Gate, you will come across Fort Camilla. You should be warned that there are vampires in this dungeon, so be very, very cautious if you don't want to get... The best way to avoid turning into a vampire is to try to avoid getting hit by melee attacks by vampires, and do not sleep in a place where there are vampires around, like in here. Don't sleep in the bedrolls. So basically, try to kill them with your bow as much as possible, and spells, just try to stay away from them.
Who's there?
And you should be fine. Uh-oh. Haha, I didn't get hit. Ooh, he has a better bow than mine. I'm taking that. I'll take these. Anyway, so yeah, look for a room that's filled with water, and the chest with the Shadowbanish wine in it is located underwater. And don't forget to... YouTubers, I was wrong about the room being underwater. It is actually at the back of a far room you find in the back far right corner. It's this chest, and there's 2 bottles right there, so we already have 4 out of 6. Enjoy it. The next area you want to go to is Fort Drinch. You start at the Skingrad East Gate and go along a fairly steep northwest angle going that way. It's near Sanguine's shrine. This is the location of Fort Dirich. You can see it here. It is close to those things. You can actually get there from Fort Kamala or Hector. It's not too far. Inside the Shadow Banish wine is guarded by a level 5 ghost very deep in the dungeon, and it's in a crate between a wall and a coffin, so look for that. Alright YouTubers, I just got the quest update because I had 6 bottles. It is in a wooden chest behind this coffin thing. The ghost was easy to kill, but melee and like bow attacks don't work on it. You have to use spells, so just use a fireball or something of the sort, and you can take them out pretty easily. But yeah, it's back there in this big kind of room. So after you get all of that, you return to Weye, and we will go see the innkeeper. So approach the innkeeper once again and
Hello.
talk to her.
What's any luck on those?
Shadow Banish
Well,
wine.
apparently the wine is it was. I'm at a
Wine.
loss for words.
Yeah.
These will hold an honored. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's. I'll tell you what else I'll do since you seem so resourceful.
I believe any other bottles you bring her, she will pay 100 coins per each. See, 1,000
Remember
gold
me if you
for
find
that
more
little
Shadow
quest
Banished
that wasn't
wine.
actually that hard. So that's it for this episode, YouTubers. Once again, I hope this video helped you big time. You can buy food and
Welcome.
drinks from her in this cozy little
Have
town.
a look around.
And sell
You
anything
won't
might
find
have,
better
but,
prices in
she only
all
buys a
Tamriel.
max of 50 septims. So that's basically it. Thanks for the views. Thanks for watching.
Remember